Now, here's an entertaining one about a father who initially lays down the law with his feminist daughter when she said that she didn't want the father or mother giving her away at the wedding, because obviously no woman should be given away by a man or anybody else for that matter. And he says, okay, I'm not going to pay for your wedding. And you'll see how this whole thing plays out until, well, you'll see. Titled, Am I the a-hole for refusing to pay for my daughter's wedding because she won't let me walk her down the aisle? It says, I'm a 48-year-old man, and my 19-year-old daughter has always been an independent thinker. Translation, feminist a-hole. I raised her to be independent and think for herself, which I've always appreciated. However, we recently hit a bit of a snag. I've known plenty of women that think for themselves and are a bunch of feminist a-holes. She got engaged and decided that she doesn't want me to walk her down the aisle at her wedding. She argues that her mother and I don't own her, therefore we have no right to give her away. Okay, then I don't need to give my money away. And by the way, she's 19. 19-year-old jackass has no doubt been indoctrinated by the indoctrination centers called colleges in America. I feel hurt by this because we never treated her like an object or a piece of property. Rather, we tried our best to provide her with a wonderful life. Well, you spoiled her rotten. She's a spoiled, ungrateful little asshole. Her stance seems extreme to me, and despite discussions, she's refusing to budge on the issue. Sounds like a modern feminist, a spoiled feminist who knows that she has you wrapped around her little a-hole finger. I respect her choices. Smack. Dude, I don't want to hear that. But I feel she's disregarding our feelings completely. As a response, I told her if that's the way she feels, I won't be paying for her wedding. Remember the golden rule, he who has the gold makes the rules. Okay, you want me to walk you down? You're going to show me that disrespect? I'm not going to pay for your wedding. I don't want to come across as controlling or manipulative. It's true, I don't own her. I also don't owe her a fully funded wedding. She can pay for her own wedding if she's insistent on this stance. I'm feeling quite conflicted about this. Am I the a-hole? No. The only reason you're the a-hole is that while you are handling it right, in my opinion, I'm not going to pay for the wedding then, jackass. But you certainly didn't help her behavior. You obviously spoiled her. And she's 19 years old, acting like she's so wise and knowing of the world, like your typical 19-year-old. She's 19. And why the hell is she engaged at 19 years old and getting married like 20, 21 years old? Well, watch this. He adds a little info here. He says, so this isn't about making the wedding about me. Walking her down the aisle, while all the eyes are on her anyway, and then sitting down is hardly making the wedding about me. It's about her attitude. She's had every opportunity in life so far, and to exclude us from this day is a spit in the face. It's a rejection of everything we've done for her, sacrificed for her, given her. It's selfish. You're darn right she's selfish. And she is responsible for her own actions as a legal adult. But let's be honest here. You clearly spoiled her. Period. I'm willing to bet you she probably never had a job. I bet you she probably got to do whatever she wanted. Went to the college she wanted, to the little indoctrination centers, and this is how she's treating you. 90% of wedding traditions are symbolism had roots in things we don't acknowledge today. Should we stop them all? The rings, the flowers, the dress, the wedding party, the cake? Well, definitely not the cake. The flower girls, a father walking his daughter down the aisle has been about respect, pride, love, and honoring the father and daughter. Relationship for far longer than it was about ownership. Independent thinking does not mean rude or selfish thinking. Being an independent thinker does not give someone the license to disregard or disrespect the thoughts, feelings, and perspectives of others. Well, news flash for you, daddy-o. Nowadays, the interpretation of what is considered to be independent thinkers are what you have what you have today, and right here with this a-hole daughter. Independent thinking is about maintaining the ability to think critically and for one's own opinions, or remaining respectful and considerate of others. Not in 2023 America. It's a balance between asserting individuality and engaging in meaningful and respectful interactions with others. Yeah, we're not getting that here. He says also, note that our relationship is not so weak that this disagreement will ruin our relationship. We are still close with each other in spite of this. Well, that's the problem. She knows there's no consequences. She knows at the moment you're not going to pay for it, but you're still not telling her to basically, step off. She knows she has you. There is zero chance of her not inviting us to the wedding, regardless of who pays for it, or cutting off contact with and withholding grandchildren. I feel sorry for anyone who suggests that as a possibility. Likewise, there is zero chance of us refusing to go to the wedding or cutting her out of the will. So she has no real consequences. And by the way, she's so independent. Like, yeah, why does she pay for the wedding completely? This guy, he says I'm not going to pay for the wedding, but now he's like, well, there's no consequence. There's going to be no cutting her out of the will. There's no way we're not going to not go. So she has his number. In life, people disagree, even strongly. It's a natural part of life. We don't enter a lifelong relationship over it. This isn't about disagreement. This is about major lack of respect for you and your wife, her mother. That's what this is about. Update. For all the you're the a-hole people out there, I decided to give my daughter a gift in the same amount as her older sister's wedding cost. So after all this shit, he's going to give it to her anyway. This is why she's behaving the way she does, because she has this guy's number. Simp. She can use this for whatever she wants. For the not the a-hole people out there, thanks, most of you get it. My daughter has also agreed to figure out a way to include us in a way that doesn't involve giving her away. Oh, the poor dumb bastard that's marrying this broad. I guarantee he has a man bun. And he probably pees sitting down or something. He probably gets out of the shower to take a piss. That's who she's marrying here. We're still in the early wedding planning stages, and she is almost 20. She will likely be 21 before the actual marriage. Thanks for the concern. I guess I approve of the groom-to-be if that matters to anyone. He says, we disagree, but that doesn't mean it's a relationship-ending event. My daughter is laughing hilariously at you all that are saying that she will disinvite us from the wedding or cut us off from the grandkids. I just feel sorry for you all. That is petty and manipulative, and regardless of what you all say, I've raised her better than that. Dude, you're a moron. No, she's raising you. She's laughing hysterically at you. Because initially you had balls saying, I'm not going to pay for it, but now at the end you changed your mind, you caved, and you've taught her nothing. Now she can act like a jackass and pull this feminist garbage, and she knows you're still going to be there, she'll still be in the will, you'll still give her the money after all. This is the problem with weak-ass parents nowadays. They don't lay down the law when their kids act like a-holes or show great disrespect, and this, to me, is tremendous disrespect. So, you can count on more BS down the road, sir. You need to fucking grow a pair. This guy's 3 years older than me, so I have no problem talking to him like this because I don't really consider him to be an elder. Dude, expect a lot of BS. And I can't imagine her as a parent. And again, she's 19. She's a kid. Legally, she's an adult, but she, let's be honest, is a kid. And you're letting her dictate. Great job, Daddy-O. This is the problem, parents. You need to lay down the law, and you need to enforce respect. And if it's not given back, you need to take things away. But he'll learn.